Welcome to episode 9 of our Task Locked Iron Man. Last episode, we ended off rolling the 5 medium clue uniques. We're currently at 1 and got this one casket right after the last episode. And we got the crier coat, bringing us up to 2 of 5. So we're going to be doing the electric implings like we've been doing in Puro Puro to get the clues. They do have the best drop rate. So I'll see you guys once we get some more caskets and keep you guys updated with any progress or anything we make along the way in this episode. So I'll see you guys at the next casket. Got a casket. Let's go ahead and open it up. And no uniques. Back to Puro Puro. Casket obtained. Let's go ahead and open it up. No dice. To get an amulet of power though, which is pretty cool. Back to Puro Puro. We ended up rolling a clue step that required us to obtain snake skin chaps. These are dropped at a rate out of 1 out of 20 from these bull sharks, so wasn't too bad of a grind. However, our casket that we obtained after only gave us some shared collection logs, so none of the medium clue uniques. But we still got some collection logs off the list for later. Let's go ahead and get some more caskets and get those opened up. Casket acquired. No dice. Back to Puro Puro. Lucky casket. Nope. That's number 10. Casket acquired. I think this is number 11. And another ancient page, which I believe counts towards a shared. Yes, it does. 2 out of 5 still. So back to Puro Puro. So we have a clue step that requires us to complete the fairy rings part 1. However, in order to actually complete that, we need to finish Lost City, and then we'll be able to complete that. So let's go ahead and get to the quest start for Lost City, and we'll get that started. Here at the quest start for Lost City, let's go ahead and get this completed. There is the Lost City quest completed. Now, do I get the soundtrack? I do. All right, so we should be good to go ahead and get that clue step completed now. I'll see you guys when we get the casket next. That was the last step of the clue. Let's go ahead and open up this casket and get the ranger boots. Come on. Nope. Fucking firelighters. All right, back to Puro Puro. Casket obtained. No unique. Back to Puro Puro. 15th tasket. 15th. Jeez, I can't speak this morning. 15th casket. Let's go ahead and see what we get. Oh, another Morton teleport. I'm sitting here editing this video and I'm realizing I'm missing the 14th casket unique. I went through my recycling bin, went through everywhere, but I couldn't find it anywhere. But we did get a unique on that casket, so kind of unfortunately lost that, but we are up to 3 of 5 medium clue uniques now. So let's go ahead and get back into it, and nothing we could really do about that, which is unfortunate. Casket acquired. Let's see what we get. Another fucking teleport scroll. All right. Let's go back to Puro Puro now. Let's see, we're at 135 collections logged. We, 3 to 5. It's been a day, so I'm just double checking where we were at. Let's go to the clues and the shared clues. We are at 11 out of there. All teleport scrolls. All right, let's, head back over to Puro Puro. 17. Oh, baby. I got excited for a second, but we got the tie by one eye teleport scroll. I think that's how you pronounce it. Not really positive, but and the red firelighter, bringing us up to some more of the shared rewards. So we still have 3 more to go. Back over to Pure. Actually, I got 4 implinks, so let's go ahead and let's open them up right now. We'll see if we get lucky. Another red-berry pot. There it is. We got a clue scroll. Nice. All right, let's get this completed. Got a clue step that requires mithril boots, ring of life, and adamant warhammer. Just made a ring of life, so we're all good there. The mithril boots, however, we do need to go obtain those from some jellies. Looks like the Catacombs of Korend has jellies. They're dropped at a rate of 1 out of 64, and then also the wilderness jelly. They drop them at a rate of 1 in 32. I don't really feel like risking anything, so I'm gonna go and just kill some jellies and be back once we get the Mithril boot drop. That's also gonna be a task completed in the easy tier. We have the next tier metal boots, which we'll obtain them right there. So we will check that off as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into some kills. I'll be back once we get the mithril boots. Just got a collection log for the ancient shard, which I believe that will check off a task in the easy tier. Let me just double check. Throwback to the first episode though, when I got it on what I think it was KC3. Obtain 2-2. Let's go ahead and mark that one complete. That's a task completed. Nice. So yeah, we're currently sitting at 23 KC for the warp jellies. 2 rune kite shields right now, so pretty good money I'm making. But I'll be back once we get our next unique. There's the Mithril boots. We got the collection log. Now we can complete our clue step. And we can also mark off a task for the next tier of metal boots. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the task dashboard. Where is it? There it is. And go to tasks, easy. Go to the boots. Nope, those are infinity boots. Let's see. There we go. So these would be the black boots. So we could go ahead and let's go ahead. Where the hell? What is it? There we go. Let's do that one. Let's mark that as complete. Oh, does it just automatically? Or should we do that one? Yeah, we should. Let's mark that back. Let's do this one. Mark that as complete. There we go. And then we'll go for the black boots next time around. But that is a task completed. We ended up killing 55 jellies before we got the mithril boots. Got a couple of rune items, a full helm, and a shield, so pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and let's get back into the clues, though, and I will be back at our next casket. Casket number 18, no dice. Back to Pure Puro. Casket obtained. Let's see. Nothing. Back to the Puro Puro. Got a clue step that requires a metal key from Tourist Trap, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this quest started so we can get the metal key. Deposit the clue scroll, and we're already at the quest start, so let's go ahead and get it completed. There is the Tourist Trap completed. 2 quest points, desert mining camp access, ability to make throwing darts, 2 lots of the XP. I chose what I chose, smithing and fletching. Don't know if that was a bad move or not, but now that we got the clue step completed, so we'll be back once we get our next casket. Casket acquired, and we get a fucking teleport scroll. All right, back to Pure Puro. Let's go ahead and open up the casket. Nothing. Let's go back to Puro Puro. Let's go ahead and open this casket. Nothing. We'll open up the jars. Red spiky van braces. That I definitely don't have. But no clue scroll, so back to Puro Puro. Let's go ahead and open up this casket. Number 23 of the medium. We got some more teleport scrolls. No unique though, but let's go ahead and open up these impling jars, see if we get any clue scroll. If not, then we are back to Pure Puro. Number 24 of the medium caskets. Is that 2? 2 in 1? And we got a master scroll? Oh yeah, baby. That's actually sick. So that might be done. I think we had 3 before. Let's double check it. Yeah, nice. That's sick. I was getting a little worried there because we were going a little dry with the actual medium uniques, but we ended off doing 24 total caskets, which I guess isn't that bad, but then you factor in all the implings. So I did 354 implings total. Got a decent amount of GP, almost, I think I had like 100 something. I had to spend some money on mystic sets and stuff like that, but overall, not too bad. And we got a master scroll from it, which is pretty cool. Sherlock step. Nice. Let's go ahead and let's complete that task. That was long. Because we had the crafting grind, which took a little bit of time, and we had a couple other smaller grinds. All right, back. Here we go. We're gonna go do some more clues. Easy clues this time, and the ham members are the way to do that. I wonder if there's any other acceptable tasks or acceptable clues. No, pretty much just pickpocket and ham members. So we'll make our way over there. And do I have one? I don't have one. Okay. Let's bank all this stuff, and then we'll make our way over to the ham hideout, and we will be back after our first casket for easies again. First casket. Pest control, and then we got the Bando's legs, which counts as a unique, I believe, but the pest control, unfortunately, is going to be the duplicate or the shared collection log. But let's I'll be back at the next casket. 17th casket. Casket obtained. Let's go open up this, and hey, we get the black skirt tee, making our way on the easy. We got 3 more to go, the easy clues. And yeah, back to the ham hideout now. Bada bing, bada boom, casket acquired. Let's go. Okay. Back to the ham hideout. Number 20. Casket 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And we get the Gothics page 1, a shared unique. 27. Black Old Sun, give me a unique. Yeah, baby. It fucking worked. Green Elegant Legs. All right. And some purple sweets. So there's 8 out of 10, right? Let's double check. Yeah, 2 more to go. Let's see if maybe we'll get a double like we did with the mediums. But back to the hams. Casket 29. I got a casket. It looks really good. It has the plate. Oh yeah, baby, that's a unique. Let's go. Wait, 2. Oh, 2, but 1 shared. Oh, I got so excited when that second one popped up. 9 of 10 though. Let's go head back and get some more ham members. We're close. We got 1 more to go. 31. What do we got? Ooh, baby. Gothic's robe top. All right. What does that do? Prayer bonus, magic bonus, and magic defense bonus. Cool. That's something I've never seen before, but that's why this game mode's kind of cool. Just get to see some new stuff. But yeah, we got 10 out of 10, so we can go ahead and complete that task. Up to 48% of the easy task completed. Let's go ahead and generate a new task and see where we're going. Get blue rum. All right, I want to say, yeah, Trouble Brewing. Okay. So what does this say? Can be purchased as a reward from Trouble Brewing minigame. Fill and deposit 100 buckets of water. Enjoy your AFK time. All right. Cool. Well, let's go and get some Trouble Brewing done. Now, in order to actually get the blue rum and access the minigame, I do need to complete the Cabin Fever quest. And that has its own set of prereqs that we need to do. So I do need to complete Pirate's Treasure Quest, Rum Deal, Zogar Flesh Eaters, Big Chompy Bird Hunting, Jungle Potion, Druidic Ritual, and Priest in Peril. So we do have quite a laundry list of quests that we need to complete in order to access the minigame. But let's go ahead and knock those out, and then we'll actually get into the minigame in order to get the unique. Jungle Potion completed, 775 Herblore experience. Zogre Flesh Eaters completed. We get a whole bunch of different rewards for this quest. We then moved over to Rum Deal, completed that, where we got also a decent amount of XP. Completed Cabin Fever finally, so we should have all the prereqs now to access the minigame. Sped this up a little bit, but this is the mini game that we're completing. So all we got to do is come over and fill these buckets up with water and then come deposit them on the second floor of this building. Once we do that, we just rinse and repeat that until we've successfully filled the upstairs thing 100 times with 100 buckets of water. And once we're done with that, then we get the points. And once we get enough points, we get the unique. Basic enough. So I'll see you guys once we're back at the end of this game and we get the unique. So we got 240 pieces of 8 for that one mini game. So we come over to Honest Jim and we purchase the blue rum, which is only 20 pieces of 8, leaving us some more when we roll another task here. But that was pretty easy. So that's another task that's been completed. Get into the task dashboard, 1 of 1, and bringing us up to, well, still at 48% of the easies completed. Let's go ahead and roll a new task. And we're going to get the Warp Scepter. All right. For the Warp Scepter, we have a little bit of a grind ahead of us, so we do need to complete a decent amount of quests in order to be able to access the Poison Waste Dungeon. To get that, so let's just start the top left right here. So we have the Waterfall quest we need to complete, Tree Gnome Village quest we need to complete, and then the Grand Tree quest we need to complete. That'll be the unlocks to get the Eyes of Glaufrey, which we need 5 construction and 46 magic. And then for the Path of Glaufrey, we need 45 agility, 47 ranged, 56 thieving, and 60 strength. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and work on all these quests as well as any requirements we need to take care of, and then once we're done with that, we can go ahead and start killing the warped terror birds, and hopefully get the warped scepter pretty soon. It's dropped at a rate of 1 out of 320, so let's go ahead and get started with the quest. I'll show you once we get those completed, and yeah, let's get going. There's the Grand Tree completed. We get 5 quest points, some attack XP, agility, magic, and now Gnome Glider access. And I think we also get the ability to now use the what is it? The spirit trees? Let's go double check. I believe I do though. But this is great because now we have more access to transportation, and hell yeah, brother. And bam, now we're at the quest start for the one of the other quests I need to complete. So let's go ahead and get that queued up, and we'll get that one completed. There's the waterfall quest completed. Let's head over to the next quest start and get that one completed. I need a myth grapple for one of the quests, and I'm gonna go ahead and start the barbarian fishing or barbarian fire making in order to gain access to the ancient cavern. There's some I think skeletons in there that drop the myth grapple, so I'll have to kill those to get them. It's for the let's double check which quest it is. It's the Path of Glaufrey. So I'll need the myth grapple for that, and I don't think I'll be able to actually finish this quest because I need 56 thieving, 56 slayer, which I don't have. I think I do need the 56 slayer in order to actually start the quest. But I'll have to double check on that. But that will be, starting that quest will be, or partial completion of the quest will be able to access the warp tortoises or the other monster that drops the warp scepter. So let's, I'll be back. I'm going to go ahead and get everything kind of gathered, all the requirements and stuff, and I'll be back once we actually have access to the creatures that drop the warp scepter. So I'll see you guys in a bit. There's Path of Glaufrey completed. We now can go ahead and kill the terror birds to get the warp scepter. We did get some of the lamps in order to level up or XP for some of strength, magic. Looks like 2 magic and 3 magic. Oh wait, Slayer, which brings us up to 57 Slayer now. So fantastic. But let's go ahead and let's gear up, and we will go and fight some of the warp terror birds here in the sewer and getting our first kill with the for the warp terror birds. We could just stand right here and they'll attack with melee, so we stocked up with some more of the potatoes. They do have the range attack, but right when you come in, if you just do protect from missiles, it'll change their aggro to melee, and pretty much you could just stack them up right here and call it a day. But yeah, we'll be here. That would have been cool if we got it the first one. We'll be here for a bit. I think it's 1 out of 320, so we will be here, and they have some decent drops, some alcohols, hopefully get some GP out of it. But yeah, I'll be back once we get the drop. There it is. There's the warped scepter. It is a magic based attack, or magic based weapon, and it's in between, I believe, a trident, or a little less than a trident on the swamp, and I forget the other one, but nonetheless, it is, I think it is an upgrade for us, just using 2 chaos runes and 5 earth runes. So not too bad. We ended up getting it on 29 KC, so we definitely got spooned here, which is fantastic. Although the GP was could have been a little bit better if I hung out here, but I can't complain too much because that was a pretty quick task, other than all the quests and stuff that I needed to do to actually get the requirements to kill the birds. But let's go ahead and complete that task. Let's generate a new task. We're that much closer to 40 or to 50% of the easy tier completed. But I don't think this one will bring us up quite to that. I think I'll need to do 2 more. However, we do have to go head over to the mage training arena, so I'll have to get the beginner wand, which for the points I need 30 telekinetic, 30 alchemist, 300 enchantment, and 30 graveyard points. I may end up needing to buy some runes, but I'll go ahead and gather all the requirements, and I'll be back once I get those points, because I've showed you guys already kind of how the actual mage training arena works. So I'll just I'll be back once we get the points, and we're able to purchase the beginner one. So I'll see you guys for you shortly, but for me might be a little bit of time, but I'll be back. Didn't take any time at all. We now have enough of the pizzazz points to purchase the beginner wand. There it is, the collection log for that. I don't know if this would be an upgrade or not, but it doesn't look like it, just based off of what am I currently equipping, the Staff of Earth. So I don't think so, but it is a collection log, so we got that completed. Let's see. I don't think it is. No, it's still 49. So I think after this next task, we'll be up to 50% of the easy completed, and back to running some laps at Canifus. I'll meet you guys in the Rogue's Den once we have the enough marks of grace to purchase I believe it will be the legs. I think the top's the most expensive part. Yeah, price sold at 55, and the legs are 60. Oh, so it's actually, it's going to be the top. Huh. I feel like the legs would be would be less than the top, but oh well. Sweet, more graceful. Let's I'll meet you guys in the Rogues Den when I have 55 marks of grace. Here in the Rogues Den, we're gonna go ahead and get the next graceful item, which is the top for 55 marks of grace. So let's purchase that. One more, and we have the full set completed. We got up to 71 agility at the Canopus rooftop, but nice, we got that. Let's go ahead and complete that task. I think that should bring us up to 15% or 50% of the easy task completed. So halfway to completing that, let's go ahead and roll a new task and see where we're going. Looks like some more medium clues, so we'll go ahead and get the, what is it, the implings, I think, for the medium clues. So yeah, let's go ahead and crack on with that and get some uniques. I'm gonna do these a little differently. I'm just gonna kind of show it and talk over. So we did get the Bando's Cloak on our 25th casket. We had to go and complete the Sea Slug quest in order to complete a clue step. After that, our 26th casket, we didn't get any new uniques. However, on the 27th, we got the wizard boots. And all this time, I've been going and doing the Puro. 28th casket, I did not get anything. 29th casket, I got the Adamant Plate Skirt G, which is another log. On the 30th casket, in the same spot actually, I didn't get anything. Had to go and complete the dig site quest. So I have this clue step that requires me to go to Fossil Island. In order to actually get access to Fossil Island, I need to complete the quest Bon Voyage. However, I need 100 kudos, which I currently have 78, which I got from cleaning some artifacts and then doing the natural history quiz a little bit ago. I think that was a couple episodes ago now. But I currently am short a couple, so I was reading the quest list that I can do in order to actually get the kudos. So Demon Slayer, I'll have to complete. Haziel Cult, I'll have to complete. Rune Mysteries, I've already done that one. Shield of Arav, and then Merlin's Crystal. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out those quests, and we will be on our way to actually complete the Bon Voyage quest. I also did find the necklace that now I can enchant ruby necklaces, so I can get the dig site teleport amulet or necklace, one of the two. But that's pretty sweet. So let's go ahead and get into some questing, and we will be back. Got the Demon Slayer quest completed, the Haziel Cult also kind of completed, and now officially completed. After that, we went to Shield of Arav. I got that one done. Merlin's Crystal done. Bon Voyage completed. And then our 31st medium casket, nothing. 32nd medium casket, we got the Gold Elegant shirt. The 33rd, we got a dupe Crier coat, which is very unfortunate. There is the last collection log we needed. We now got 10 total from the medium tier. Yeah, so not too bad. We still have the Ranger boots to go in here, which I would have definitely appreciated this round, but we'll get there eventually. But let's go ahead and complete that task. Let's generate a new task, and I will see where we're off to. I also do have some electric impling jars now, just for when we do roll another medium task, but looks like we're going to head over to Fossil Island. Looks like, let's see, can be received by opening the chests on Fossil Island with 100 Numulite. Killing hoop snakes for Numulite is recommended. Okay. And we just unlocked Fossil Island, which is great for one of the clue steps. So, yeah, we'll head back over. We'll build up a supply of the Numulite, and we will Numulite? Bruh, sometimes I have no idea how to pronounce things in this game. I think it's Numulite, but yeah, let's go build up a supply, and we will start going for those uniques. Hopefully should be a pretty quick task. Got our first 100 of the Numulite. let's go ahead and just pop open. Yeah, okay. I was just making sure. And let's just see what we get. I think it's 1 out of 3. But I did not get that 1 out of 3. We ended up going and killing a decent amount of hoop snakes in order to build up to 400 nummulite, which was well worth it because we did end up getting the 2 uniques. Let's get into the live footage. There's the 2 uniques we got for the task. Let's go ahead and mark that off and generate a new task, see where we're going next. And let's see, looks like we are going to go do some more forestry. So I do know I need to get some more of the, I need to get more logs in order to actually complete some of these items. So let's go check what the next item on the list will be, and I'll come back with a game plan. So apparently I can just do the pheasant outfit as part of the collection log. So let's go ahead and just make the boots. We'll get the collection log for that, and we'll be on our way. I didn't realize it was that easy, but I did end up chopping some of the willows down. I didn't get too far before I was reading some of the stuff on Discord and said you could just do the pheasant boots. So that's a task completed right there. That would actually be kind of cool if we got back to back of that. But let's go ahead and mark that complete and generate a new task. Back up to 51% of the easies completed, and get the top of the scepter, which is obtained the stronghold of security by, let's see, Catable Pawn. Looks like a rate of 1 out of 33. So let's go ahead and knock that out real quick, and we will be back once we Here we are, just slaying some of the cattle pawn, however the fuck you say that. Our DPS is pretty solid, not too bad. I am going to go ahead and end off the episode here, though, and have this be our last task to get the top of the scepter. We got it on our 17th kill count, so it didn't take too long at all. Other than the unique, the drops weren't really anything too notable. But yeah, I'm going to end it off here, and we're going to start the next episode the same way that we started this episode. We ended up rolling another easy clue unique task. So yeah, we'll get into that next episode. Hope everyone has a good day or night, and thank you so much for watching. Bye. See you next time. Goodbye.